Gabimaru became the strongest ninja in your clan at age 16. Your skills, combined with its cold and calm, made him almost immortal. But one day, while performing another mission, Gabimaru is betrayed by his companions and ends up captured, resulting in the final punishment to death. They chose to end it, cutting off his head. The executioner rises your blade, asking your last words, but he doesn't have any. Executioner then gives a powerful blow, but nothing happens. He keeps trying and trying, but the blade breaks in two before he can slit the neck of Gabimaru. Everyone around can't believe your eyes, but Gabimaru only can't think why he just doesn't dies. But late at night he receives the visit from Sego. She is an inspector who wants to understand her life and why the blade couldn't kill him. They talk about her past and her clan. She wants to know if he didn't die because he's attached to life but has no attachment. He came from the ninja clan where everyone is taught to kill from the moment they are born. They undergo painful training, immortal but survive, and developing superhuman bodies. She gets curious and asks if he can show her ninjutsu, but he just refuses. The next day, they decide to use another method of execution, burning at the stake. The flames will give unimaginable pain, destroying your skin, muscles, and in the end your bones. But once again Gabimaru is still alive. Your body is barely wounded. Blood asks if he's trying to resist, but he claims no and that this is speculations. She tries to get into more your past, asking about your family. He explains that his parents were killed by the clan leader while still it was a baby, but he doesn't know why and he doesn't care about it. When asked about his dreams, he didn't had none. He just killed people and completed his missions as a ninja. Sees no value in life. He grew up learning to kill without showing emotion, allowed him to complete one last mission, but this mission was just one trap. Your companions to model and pick it up. After all failed attempts, the enforcers decide to use their cruelest method. They're going to tear you apart by pulling your limbs. Will tie you with ropes and use some bulls to divide the animals in half. Start to move by stretching the ropes until reaching the maximum, and in the next fraction of seconds he pulls the animals to back, swooning them in front of you. More once they failed and nobody kill him. You can believe it, and neither can he, because nothing works with him, because he can't just die. And that's when notices something strange. Gabimaru doesn't have will to live, but he tried to let the of course she doesn't understand how the one who he has no dreams. He wanted to leave the clan, was the strongest of the clan, to the point that he married the chief's daughter, but marry with her, it was a living nightmare. She was the opposite of him. She was carefree. She doesn't look like someone from her clan. She turned his life upside down, and he could love her. She nagged him all over time. He came home to take the shoes when entering, forcing to pray and express gratitude for their lives too. It was like living a nightmare. He knew that if he continued living with her, would lose its cold nature, and that would with him failing the missions. Then he decided to ask the clan leader to get a divorce and leave the clan. The leader accepted his decision, but Gabimaru had to do one last mission, and that's when they made the trap that captured him. He was betrayed and realized he could escape the village because they would find him, so he decided give up and accepted his fate. More late at night follows is approached by a guard. He told her not to get very close to Gabimaru because he is dangerous. He is a monster that killed 20 men when they came to arrest him. He also mentions the rumors that all his clan ninja is immortal because they drank the elixir of life. She gets scared hear about the elixir, but starts to distrust even more of Gabimaru. Him claimed to be someone who is empty, someone that does not shed tears or blood, someone who wants to be killed. But he reacted when they tried captured, and she knows he is resisting the attempts to brag. At the same time starts to think about her words, because he is resisting something that wanted it to happen. When he was about to be decapitated, he used his power to break the blade. When tried to burn him at the stake, he used his powers to survive, and when they tried to divide it, he used his strength to pull animals back. Something inside him is activating his abilities to stop him from dying, but he promises that tomorrow will be his day. And they pour the boiling oil about him burning his body, but he just walk away without any wound. He had his eyes wide-eyed and incredulous because he might just die because he's withstanding so much. It should be empty. what he regrets so much that he prevents him to die, but the inspector already had the enough. She already knew the answer. Guards take him underground, where he finds blood again, but this time, she has a katana next to her. She is a decapitator of the Simon Gabimaru clan, is shocked to quickly recognize their clan, who are famous for being the best performers. The eyes of Gabimaru widen as he feels her can easily cut off your head and recognizes how powerful. He begins to panic by breaking the handcuffs in a flash him and swings her sword. He dodges by instinct and she goes up. Again, he dodges again and realizes not wanting to die. She explains that he was lying to himself the whole time. He claimed he accepted but death has a reason to keep it. I live his wife, he said. He is hated it, but no, it was once empty, but its wife changed. He told her about all the things he hated and about his wife, but actually these are the things he values most. He stays enraged and attacks. His intense eyes confirmed for withdrawal that she was right. He yells at her to shut up and attacks her, saying she is a monster. But his wife's memoirs, not yet yours, mine, saying he is not empty. She is the only one who believed he was kind and not murderous, relentless. He didn't believe her words, but she explains knowing this because he was the only started able to look at her face. In her clan, the women are seen only as something that can produce an heir, but she wanted live a normal life. Then your father decided to burn her face so she never to be more entitled to it, despite she never gave up on her dream and wants to live a normal life with him. He was not convinced and she gave him a kiss, making pray and realize that it's not really empty. Back to the fight, he swings his sword, shouting that he is a heartless monster, but in the background he keeps thinking about how he stayed like that. He always came home covered in blood and wounds, and she took care of him with a smile on his face, and with time he decided that he had to change. She deserved better than him, planned to stop being a ninja and live a normal life, but that's when he's gone. Betrayed, he finally realized that he was living a dream and that would be impossible to accomplish in that time. She reveals what his crimes will be forgiven. He and his wife will be protected, but for that he needs complete permission. He must travel to a mystical island and compete with other criminals to retrieve the elixir of Gabimaru. Life is surprised by this statement. She explains that the shogun sent 5 search teams to the island, but none came back alive. The only thing that came back were their corpses turning into flowers. The shogun became even more obsessed with finding the elixir of life, decided to send qualified criminals sentenced to death to the island, and whoever takes the elixir will be forgiven by all your crimes. She also talks about his wife. She is safe but has isolated herself, waiting for his return. Saga then asks he what he will do, continue this mission and find a way to reunite with his wife or die here and now. Magistrates, frustrated with this nonsense, pass, claiming that they will take the heads of both, and Gabimaru, remembering the sweet innocent smile of your love, takes your decision. Tears flow from your face and he asks Saga if she still want to see her ninjutsu, and next, her second body is covered by the flames, burning everyone after popular. From the pile of corpses in flames, Gabimaru notifies you that you will find Olx and promises you, even if he will survive and go back to his wife's side. Thanks for watching. You can see more anime here on the channel. Just sign up and follow the until next time videos.